All right, after this problem, we will be over halfway done. So we are doing the chapter or topic 2 topic review here at the end of topic 2 in algebra 2. 7 lessons, they call this 2.8 then. All right, so we're supposed to multiply. I like the rectangle to help me keep this organized. It helps me to see where I make a mistake. So I've got my 2 minus 6i on one side of the rectangle, and you can write it about on the top. I like the bottom. 2 plus 6i, and then you just multiply the two sides of each here. So if I want this box here, I'd multiply the 2 and the negative 6i to make a negative 12i. And if I want to do this box here, so that would be the 2 times the 2, 4. And we'll just keep on going here. If I want this box up here, it's going to be the 2 on this side, the 6i on this side. That's going to be 2 times 6i positive 12i. And in that bottom right corner, it's the 6i and the 6i. Minus 6i. So minus 6 times positive 6 would be negative 36i squared. Now we got to talk about that I squared again. Remember, I is the square root of negative 1, and this is this whole imaginary number thing. It used to just be the ancient times ago that they said it didn't exist, but now they found some really cool ways to be able to work with this that allows for some really powerful calculations, especially in electronics. So if you like your little micro technology cell phone in your pocket or wherever, this is one of the things that allowed it to exist. So I squared, because a squared here will just undo this square root when you square it. So I squared is just your negative 1. That's what allows the calculations, is that basic idea. So over here, where we had the negative 36i squared in this bottom right box, that's really negative 36 times negative 1, which is positive 36. So it's an example of where they said before, something didn't exist, you can make it exist. When you multiply by, see how these two things that you're multiplying are exactly the same, except one is a plus and in the middle one's a minus. One's adding, one's subtracting, sum and difference. Those are called conjugates when you do that, and that's the part that allows for this powerful concept. These two in this diagonal, when you do the conjugates, because of one's a positive, one's a negative, they cancel out the imaginary part. And then this part here, where you have the squared, allows it to become a positive. So if you wrote all this out, you would have had your 4 minus 12i plus 12i. These are the diagonals in the box that I crossed out. And then your minus 36i squared. But as I explained over here, this really is just a positive 36. Those two in the middle canceled out. And so this really complicated thing that we started with ends up being just 4 plus 36 or 40 for our final answer. So where there was something that was imaginary at first, this shows a way that you can actually do calculations to turn it back into something real. And that's the part that is really helpful. So hopefully some of that helps. If not, at the bottom, you've got get more help. You've got view an example. And if you're not sure if you're really understanding it, go practice it again with a similar question until you make sure you've really got it down. So you can do this. You got this. Good luck.